Grounded 2 takes everything we love about the original and dial it up in a big way, but one of the coolest new systems by far is the addition of buggies. They aren't just rideable insects, they are full-blown companions, each with their own strength, uses, and progression, and whether you're exploring the park solo or with a squad, getting your first buggy up and running is a big game changer. What's up guys, this is Fervor, welcome back to the channel. Today we're focusing on one thing, how to get your first buggy, the red soldier ant, as fast as possible. If you're looking to hit the ground running and get your first companion ready to roll without delay, this guide is for you. Before we can even think about building your first buggy, there's a couple of key things you're going to need. Most importantly, the Omni Tool upgrade that gives you access to the shovel, and the schematic required to craft the hatchery where your red soldier ant will eventually be born. And make no mistake, the shovel matters more than you think, because without it you physically cannot dig up the buried chest that contains the item required to unlock the hatchery. So this isn't just some optional tool, it's your first major milestone. To craft the Omni shovel, you're going to need 350 raw science, 2 sprigs, and grass seeds. Now the raw science is easy enough to get just by exploring, scanning, and just doing general things. The sprigs are literally everywhere, but the grass seeds can be a little bit trickier. What you're looking for are these flower looking plants I'm showing you here on the screen. They stand out with their cluster bulbs up at the top. What you want to do is just chop one down. When it hits the ground, you'll be able to collect the seed. With your material in hand, make your way to the Omninent lab and unlock the Omni shovel. Once you've got that squared away, it's time to make your way towards the snack bar anthill, which is located near where you started your journey in the park. If you move slightly to the left from where you spawned and left out, you'll spot a small opening into the hill. That's your entry point. Now before you go charging in, make sure you have it at least equipped with a spear and some sort of lighting, because it does get dark down there, and if you already upgraded your tool to break rocks, even better, it's going to speed up your navigation through the tunnel. As you get deeper into the anthill, you'll eventually come across the Omninent soldier corpse slumped on the ground. Near it, you're likely to run into one soldier ant, so be ready for a quick skirmish, but your main focus is the buried chest next to that corpse. You'll need to shovel it and dig it up, and within it you'll find 2 key items. The Myricologist token, which gives you enhanced benefits towards fighting ants, you're going to need this, and the snack bar optical disc, those are your golden tickets. From here, head over to any Omninent ranger station and deposit the said chip, and once you've done that, open up the science shop folder and you'll see the blueprint for the hatchery available for purchase, and that's going to cost you 500 raw science. Hopefully you've been scooping up that purple goodness along the way. Once you have bought it, head back to the base and put down the hatchery, and while you're at it, go ahead and place down the ant nest structure too. You're going to need it very soon, and trust me, placing these on the ground on flat terrain is your best bet. Trying to get clever with structure or terrain stacking can be pretty buggy right now, so keep it simple. To actually build the hatchery, you're going to need wheat stems, acorn tops, acorn shells, and mite fuzz. Wheat stems are easy enough, just chop down any dandelions. Mite fuzz is a simple farm by hunting mites. But the acorn pieces, that's where things get a little bit more complicated. Acorns are kind of a pain in Grounded 2. They don't spawn in huge number, but there is a reliable spot just short of the walk from the first Omninent lab you visited. On screen now, I'm showing you what the area you should be kind of generally in, and here you'll find at least 3 acorns in this zone. But make sure to be on your guard, because this area isn't exactly peaceful. You'll run into spiderlings, orb weaver younglings, and even one patrolling orb weaver spider, so make sure you're being careful and kind of go in prepared. While you're there, farm as many acorns as possible, and here's a pro tip: sleep at your base and then come back. Sleeping will reset the spawns. You're going to need quite a few extra acorns for the storage, as well as the saddle for your red soldier ant. So I highly recommend that you get it done there, reset a couple of times, and pick up as many acorns as possible. Once you got everything, you need to go back to your base, craft your hatchery, and now it's time for the real challenge, getting the red soldier ant egg. Next, you're going to head over to the hatchery anthill north entrance. This is located in the southeast region of the snack bar front zone. This place is crawling with danger. Red soldier ants are everywhere. They're not shy about swarming you. On top of that, while worker ants may ignore you for now, the soldier absolutely will not. As you make your way through, you need to treat it like a full-blown assault. Kill everything as you go, and I mean literally everything. If you try to sneak in and just grab the egg, you're setting yourself up for failure, because once you pick up the egg, it becomes a beacon for aggression. Every red ant in the vicinity will beeline to you, and even if you get hit once, you will drop the egg on the spot. So help yourself by just destroying everything on your way in. To help navigate that anthill, keep your eye on the ceiling. There's wiring up there that acts as a natural guide. Follow the wiring carefully and it'll lead you straight to a chamber filled with red soldier ant eggs. Grab one and start heading back, but again, you can only grab one at a time. You can't carry more than that, and keep in mind you can't defend yourself while holding it, and this is why it's important that you kill things on your way in. Once you're back at base, drop the egg into the hatcher, and to complete the process you will need a saddle, and that's why I told you earlier to grab extra acorn parts, because you cannot put it into the hatchery without the required saddle materials. From the moment the eggs go into the hatchery, you got 12 in-game hours until it hatches. That's about 12 minutes in real life, so take a break, get your inventory in order, and maybe even go grab a snack. And hey, while you're waiting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Grounded 2 content just like this one. I cover everything you need to know about this game and pretty much every major survival launching out there, so if that's your thing, you're in the right place. Once the time is up, or if you sleep past the time that will actually fast forward it, you've officially got your first buggy. Now that you've got your red soldier ant buggy, let's go over exactly what it's good for and some tips that'll make your life a whole lot easier. First up, the ant's nest. This is the structure we mentioned earlier, and once your buggy is hatched, make sure that you're assigning it to the nest. Doing so will give you two huge advantages. One, it acts as a storage point for your buggy, so it's not wandering around aimlessly, and two, it works as a summoning and recall station. That means you can call your mount to your location or send it back to base, and if you've ever played any modern RPGs, you know how valuable it is to be able to summon your ride on command. The time it takes to arrive depends on how far you are from the ant nest, but generally it shouldn't take more than a couple of seconds. Now here's something a lot of players might miss. If your buggy takes damage, it will slowly regenerate health over time, but if you send it back to base, the healing process is significantly faster. So instead of limping about in a low health mount, send it back to base, keep pushing forward on foot, and then call it back once it's fully topped off, and this little trick will save you a ton of downtime and keep you more efficient. Of course, the buggy isn't just for travel, it's a legit combat companion. You can ride it and parry it from the saddle, turning yourself into a mobile duelist, or hop off and let it brawl alongside you while you dish out your own damage. Either way is a solid frontline fighter with more than enough muscle to handle early to mid-game threats. And then there's the utility value. The red soldier ant is excellent for harvesting materials like stems and grass. Activate the resource mode and it will actively vacuum up a surprising amount of loot into its own inventory, and that's right, it has its own bag space, which makes it perfect for long resource runs. And on top of that, you can trigger its special ability to summon nearby worker ants to follow you for a short period of time. It's a limited duration, but you have a mini army on demand that can tip the scales in those tougher fights. All in all, the buggy is an incredible early companion, solid in combat, great for gathering, and full of little mechanics that make survival smoother across the board. If you're playing Grounded 2 right now, there's no reason to wait. Get this thing as soon as possible. So there you have it. That's everything you need to know to get your first buggy up and running in Grounded 2. From gathering the right materials to navigating the hatchery and finally putting your red soldier ant to work, this companion is going to be a game changer for your park survival. Now, if you found this guide helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest Grounded 2 tips, tricks, and deep dives. I'm covering everything you need to survive and thrive, and trust me, there's a lot coming your way. My name is Fervor. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.